Okay, in part 2 of our little exercise here, we've made a hawk suppressor. Okay, so now we're going to put it on. Alright. First goes your wicking layer. It simply fits over your head like this. Now, doing this stuff does not, by any means, give anybody an excuse to be stupid. Just because you know how to do this doesn't mean that you can forget your ordinary garden variety precautions, such as your gloves, your winter boots, your hat. You need all that stuff, and you don't have to wear it, okay? But it should be with you. You should have it. So we're not going now. I'm put on our doofus hat here. Our gloves. And we are now going to climb into our hawk suppressor. We hope. Okay, and we are going to take a strip off the bottom of this thing. Take it, kind of belt it loosely around the middle, which is going to keep our air trapped up towards our upper torso here. Now, this is the thing about this, okay? It traps air, all right? And it traps air near your body, which is what you want. There is no better insulator than dead air. Now, the plastic is, of course, only 3 mils thick. Really, it doesn't have much capability of generating warmth, but what it does have is a great ability to trap air. This is why there's 2 bags. In between the 2 bags, you're going to have a layer of air that gets trapped. Okay? And with your hat, your gloves, and your ordinary winter coat and clothing, this is going to generate significant body heat. As a matter of fact, I can feel myself warming up already. Okay, this thing probably will really, cook. If you're in a vehicle, of course, everybody's got different opinions. My thought is, okay, your best chance is to remain with the vehicle. There's a much better chance of finding a car run off the road than there is of finding you if you start walking. I mean, it may be spring when they find you, and that's not going to be a good thing. Okay, so in your vehicle, okay, during the day, if there's sunlight, you're going to get significant solar gain. You may not need all this. Okay, you may have an opportunity to take off the outer shell, okay, and dry out your wicking layer, let it ventilate, because there is going to be significant moisture generated from your body. And the reason that we have the blue wicking layer on, okay, is to trap the moisture between the layer of plastic and the wicking layer and have it get damp rather than have you and your clothing get wet. You do not want to get wet in a cold situation. Okay. So, here we are. We're looking like Darth Vader on a bad hair day. Alright, this thing goes down on me, almost to the ground. That's not a bad thing. I can, there's more than adequate room for me to take a full step. And as I said, I'm planning on staying with my vehicle. I'm not going to be going anyplace anyway. Even if it's a significant emergency of 4 or 5 days, the chances are better for me if I remain with my vehicle. At least this is my thought. Okay, now, for some reason, I get chased away from the vehicle, I need to leave the vehicle, or it gets significantly colder. Okay? and I find that this is not doing the job. Okay. At that point, what I can do is I can remove my shell You remember I had you go back to the lady of the house and find out if you had all those kitchen bags stored someplace. And she was going to take that. You have a bag within a bag here. What you're going to do is you're going to take your inner bag. You're going to hold it shut, tie it shut, crumple it shut. And what you are going to do is in between your first and second layer, you're going to place insulation. Okay, insulation is anything that traps air. You can use leaves, you can use crumpled up newspaper. These little plastic bags are really great. Any dumpster is full of them. Okay, you can find these things. Now, probably going to need kind of a lot of them. And the thing is, okay, you're going to need at the end of this, after packing in plastic bags in here, you're going to need to take the hem of the garment. You are going to need to take your duct tape, and you're going to need to duct tape it shut, okay, to hold your insulation inside. If the next day you don't need the insulation, you simply remove the duct tape, okay, and the insulation comes out. I recommend that you save it, okay, but if you place enough insulation in this, it in fact becomes a sleeping bag and even a miniature house, okay, and I will show you how that works. We pack this, of course, full of our plastic bag, crumpled newspaper, leaves, whatever. We duct tape the hem shut. And as you can see, I'm just looking out the little neck hole here. I'm not even going to stick my head out. I'm just going to look out the neck hole. And I'm simply going to find a comfortable place. And I'm going to sit down. Making sure that I'm sitting on something that insulates me from the ground. Okay? This, in fact, becomes a little mobile house. It becomes a mobile nest. Okay, and you should be good. I'm not going to give you an actual temperature rating on this thing because I don't know. But, you know, the fact is, this should be good for significantly cold temperatures, and it will radically improve your lifespan in a winter emergency. This entire setup that I've shown you costs about $10. Anybody can get it, anybody can do it. Stick it in the trunk of the car, forget about it. You know, your problems with food and water are not going to start for days, okay? But you should have, you know, some candy bars, crackers, cookies, and bottles of water, you know, in your car at least. To keep your calories up, and, you know, in fact, I can't guarantee anything, okay, nobody can. But if you're smart, if you take the appropriate simple precautions, you know, dying stupid in a winter emergency is completely avoidable.